packed away a few cameras and 14 lenses. Yeah, that's light packing, huh? I head down to South Fort Myers, my other house in Fort Myers. Um, I wanted to ask you a question about something. What do you think about touchscreen? Now, I have touch screens on both my Nikon D500s. The only thing actually I use them for is to actually zoom in or zoom out with the pinch, kind of like on an iPad. Yeah, I like my, the iPad touchscreen is nice. The fact that it only has one button and I could do all that stuff. Um, what does it say about society? Now, you have to think long and hard about this one, meaning not long and hard at all. What does it say about society and lazy-ass photographers when the fat, lazy dude, really lazy, the fat, lazy dude that is talking to you right now, is calling photographers out there lazy lazy pissant. I mean, let's use a nice word, lazy pissants. What is society doomed, or is at least photography doomed, when the fat dude that's really lazy is pissing and moaning about other people being really, really lazy? He's like, wow, that should be like an indicator. IBIS. Yeah. In-body image stabilization. Touch screens. Yeah. Everybody loves, especially on a telephoto. I love it. Everybody loves it. Image stabilization. Great. I've been very impressed with the image stabilization of the 200 to 500 Nikkor, which I got in a bag right over here. I can handhold that bitch at 500 millimeters at a 13th of a second. That, however, is amazing. That is amazing on that particular lens. Do you really need in-body image stabilization? I mean, I keep seeing all these people. The Fuji doesn't have, a sensor stabilization, IBIS. Really? Is that any basis of criteria for you not buying the camera? Is that really a basis for you not buying the camera? I mean, are you that pathetic, stupid, unskilled, inept, dumb that you're bitching about an awesome camera because it doesn't have IBIS? Really? I'm pretty sure I got by 20 years. Yeah, so, if I would have gone back in time to photography school and I said, about 23 years into the future, there's going to be a neat little thing where this sensor inside of a camera is going to dance around like someone doing the hula hoop. And, so it keeps moving, and people will be so inept and stupid and unskilled and dumb on their photography skills that they'll actually be bitching about not buying an awesome camera because that camera doesn't have IBIS. And they'll be like, really? Is like society de-evolved into some sort of subhuman class of animals? And be like, no. Now what it is that everybody's become so dependent on technology, they've all turned into a bunch of lazy pusswads that don't know how to hold a camera. They bitch and moan. Yeah, what they want to do is they want to do handheld shots at 1 second plus shutter speeds. Really? Yeah. Oh, I thought we had tripods. Yeah, nobody uses tripods anymore, next thing is they're going to be bitching about not being able to handhold a shot at 2 second time exposure. It's like, wow, really? That's the future of photography? Damn. Touchscreen. I have touchscreen. Got touchscreen on 2 different cameras. Is that a basis for you not buying the Fuji system? Is that something that's holding you? Well, it doesn't have. I've seen this comment 1,000 times, maybe more than 1,000. Don't have IBIS, don't have touchscreen. I've got touchscreen, I don't need it. Has there been any joy to use the touchscreen for tapping on a point, for autofocus either in video or no? Not had an issue with that. No, there's this neat little thing on the side of the Nikon D500 and the Fuji X-T2. It's called a joystick. I kind of drag that over where I wanna, and it automatically focuses. Yeah. That's why you're not buying the cameras, because it doesn't have a touchscreen. Said the fat, lazy dude to everybody else. It's like, you're that lazy. Is that where photography has come to? What else is it that you want your camera to do so you could turn your damn brain off? I'm pretty sure that the more you turn your brain off, actually I'm 100% certain, the more you turn your damn brain off, the less it becomes an art form and the more it becomes a snapshot. I'm just going to let the camera do everything. I don't have to have any skills at all. Pretty soon there's going to be some firmware that you could add to your camera, like in the near future, and it's going to identify like a neat composition, and you just have to like drag your camera everywhere. When your camera sees an interesting composition, it'll go beep beep beep, and then it'll take a picture, and so you can program your camera to see awesome pictures and that is the future. That's the truth. There's going to be an application that you could add to your camera in the future. It might be 10 years down the road, and you're going to tell your camera, identify awesome bokeh pictures, and you're just going to have your camera on all the time. You don't even have to, it won't be a shutter button anymore either. There'll be no shutter button. You'll just point the camera around, and whenever it finds something really cool that matches the algorithms, it'll go beep, 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 click. And you're like, wow, I made a lot of great pictures today. You'd be like, yeah, me too. Then someone's going to come up with something neat where you can like hang a camera on the front of you and in the back of you, and then you could like ride around on your bike, and then the camera could identify twice as much, twice as fast, and this person will say, that person's a professional. He is always taking great photographs. It's like, what's his secret? Well, he has that magic new camera on the front and one attached to his back on his backpack, and he bicycles all downtown throughout all the streets, and therefore he gets all these pictures because the camera algorithms are designed to see interesting images. There's no shutter buttons anymore. There's no thinking, All you'll have to do is just drag the damn camera through a place. Kind of like a metal detector. I grew up with metal detectors. You just sweep the metal detector, you go beep, 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 and we'd had an ice pick. You'd actually poke it into the ground and you hit metal and then you dig it up and be a coin, sometimes a ring, sometimes some sort of neat weird crap. Cameras are going to be like metal detectors in the future. Yeah. You won't even have a shutter release button anymore. It'll be the epic lazy douchebag tool. And people will call it professional photography. Except the professional photographers won't be anybody that has the camera. It'll be like new algorithms to identify. You'll have like a thing where you can say, camera, identify pretty sunsets. Or camera, only take pictures of hot chicks in thong bikinis. And you could just walk the beach with the camera. And it won't take any pictures of any the fat chicks. It only take pictures of hot girls in thongs. And then you could just stroll your bike down the beach, and your camera will go beep 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 beep, and it'll take a picture of that hot chick in the thong bikini, and that'll be a pervert's dream camera, Oh yeah, you get home, there'll be all these images to download onto your holographic computer. Photography has turned into a lazy douchebag excuse for button-sniffing dumbasses that don't know how to hold a camera, who bitch and complain, I don't want to buy that camera, it's really awesome, but it doesn't have a touch screen. It doesn't have a touch screen. Fuji needs to get with the times, man. That's the latest technology. Fuji doesn't have that shit yet, man. Lazy assholes. Lazy. When the fat, lazy dude is saying other people, and he's right. When the fat, lazy dude is telling people that they're lazy as hell, then you've really got a problem. You've got a serious problem. Serious problem. And you know I'm right. You damn well know I'm right. You damn well know it.